Some nights don't arrive loudly. They slip in through the cracks of your day, sit quietly beside you, and wait for you to notice what your heart has been trying to say all along. The hallway was dim, painted in soft yellow light that flickered every few seconds like it was breathing. Outside, rain tapped gently against the windows, steady and patient. The building was old, the kind that remembered footsteps and held onto echoes longer than it should. Maya stood in front of her door, keys clutched tightly in her hand. She had tried the lock twice already, her fingers shaking not because she didn't know which key to use, but because her mind was still somewhere else. Work had drained her, life had tired her, and nights like this always made everything feel heavier. A door creaked open behind her. She didn't turn right away. She already knew. Aaron stepped into the hallway, holding a mug of tea with both hands, steam rising slowly into the air. He paused when he saw her, as if he wasn't sure whether to speak or disappear back inside. He always hesitated like that, like someone afraid of disturbing something fragile. "You're late," he said gently. Maya smiled without turning. "Time forgets me sometimes." He stepped closer, careful not to crowd her space. "Want help?" She finally looked at him, embarrassed. "I swear the lock moves when I'm not looking." He chuckled softly, the sound barely louder than the rain. "It does that to everyone, it likes attention." She handed him the keys. Their fingers brushed for a second too long, neither of them pulled away quickly. Aaron unlocked the door and stepped back. "There you go." "Thank you," she said, her voice quieter now. They stood there, neither stepping inside, the open doors behind them like unfinished sentences. "Long day?" he asked. Maya nodded, the kind where you talk all day and still feel unheard. Aaron leaned against the wall. "Those are the worst." She studied him, noticing the faint tiredness in his eyes, the softness he never tried to hide. "What about you?" "Same," he said, but quieter. Thunder rolled in the distance. "Power goes out sometimes," he added. "If it does, don't panic." She smiled, small but sincere. "I won't." Another pause, comfortable, fragile. "Good night, Aaron." "Good night, Maya." Their doors closed almost at the same time. Almost. Inside her apartment, Maya leaned her forehead against the door. She didn't move for a long moment. On the other side, Aaron did the same. The rain kept falling. Later that night, the lights flickered once, twice, and then everything went dark. Maya gasped softly, her room fell into shadow, the city lights outside barely reaching her window. She reached for her phone, 20%, she exhaled slowly. "It's fine," she whispered to herself, "it's just dark." A knock echoed down the hallway. Her heart skipped. "Maya," Aaron's voice came through the door. "It's dark everywhere, are you okay?" She opened the door. Moonlight spilled into the hallway, outlining his face, softer than she had ever seen it. "I'm okay," she said, "just surprised." "Can I?" He gestured toward the floor. She nodded. They sat against the wall, knees drawn close, not touching but aware of the space between them. The building hummed quietly, like it was listening. "I don't like the dark," she admitted. Aaron turned his head slightly. "Me neither." They laughed softly. "It makes everything louder," she said. "Thoughts, feelings." He nodded. "Truths." She swallowed. "Funny how silence can feel so heavy." "Or so honest," he replied. Her phone buzzed suddenly, lighting up her face. A name flashed on the screen. Aaron noticed, his expression shifted just slightly, enough for her to feel it. "Someone's waiting for you," he said, standing up too quickly. "It's just my cousin," she said. "She worries too much." But he had already stepped back. "You should answer," he said, his voice controlled but distant. "Good night, Maya." He walked away before she could stop him. She watched his shadow disappear down the hallway, the quiet suddenly unbearable. The lights came back on minutes later, too late. The next morning, sunlight filled the hallway, warm and forgiving. Maya stood outside Aaron's door, her heart pounding harder than it should. She knocked. No answer. She waited, knocked again. The door opened slowly. Aaron looked tired, like he hadn't slept. "Hey," he said. "Can we talk?" she asked. He hesitated, then stepped aside. Inside his apartment, everything was simple, clean, quiet, just like him. "Last night," she began, "you left before I could explain." He looked down. "I assumed, that's on me." "I was going to tell you something," she said, "but I got scared." He looked up then. "The night felt close," she continued, "and I didn't want to lose that." Silence settled between them. "I felt it too," he admitted. "That's why I walked away." They stood there, the truth finally breathing between them. Evening came again, the hallway lights glowed softly. They sat together once more, this time closer, not touching, but no space felt empty anymore. "Maybe connections don't grow loud," Aaron said. "Maybe they grow quiet like us." Maya smiled, warmth filling her chest. "Then don't walk away next time." He nodded. The night wrapped around them gently, holding something new, something honest, something quietly strong. Some bonds don't need words. They just need two hearts willing to stay.